Josh Turner, Connect, the secret LinkedIn playbook to generate leads, build relationships, and dramatically increase your sales. Discover the power of LinkedIn as a sales tool, moving beyond cold calling and reveling in the age of online networking. In this summary of his Connect, the secret LinkedIn playbook to generate leads, build relationships, and dramatically increase your sales by Josh Turner, you will learn how to use LinkedIn to build connections, create your very own LinkedIn group, and harness the persuasive power of webinars. As you journey through this guide, tips on maximizing the platform will be unraveled, helping you substantialize leads and securing your position as an industry leader.
The cold call conundrum. Cold calling is a common yet ineffective sales tactic due to our evolutionary psychological instincts and the notion of priming. We naturally distrust strangers and are more inclined towards familiar experiences or people. Cold calling, based on interruption marketing, can drive potential customers away because it's inherently annoying and intrusive. Rather than resorting to cold calls, salespeople should strive to establish common ground and build trust with their clients by making them feel part of the same tribe. From the moment that unknown salesperson tried to persuade you into purchasing a vacuum cleaner or booking a holiday, it was clear you were hesitant. This response is not an anomaly but a result of our evolutionary psychology, our natural tendency to distrust strangers. Behavioral scientist Dr. Samuel Bowles discovered this proclivity when studying tribal warfare, revealing that people exhibit a cooperative attitude with their own tribes and exhibit hostility towards outsiders. Enter the cold caller, a prime example of a stranger. Therefore, despite their best efforts to convince you of the wonder and utility of their vacuum cleaner, your instincts remain guarded and resistant to their attempts. On the other hand, we have a strong preference for familiarity. The more accustomed and connected we feel to someone or something, the more trustworthy and appealing they become. This concept, known as priming, can be leveraged using repeated exposure to messages, images, or phrases. Commercials are a case in point. By exposing viewers to advertisements repeatedly, the promoted product eventually becomes more enticing. Cold calling, however, ends up being a double-edged sword. Not only does it fail to persuade, but it actually pushes potential customers away. Built upon interruption marketing, cold calls disrupt our ongoing activities and break our concentration, vying for our attention. This abrasive approach, akin to a person hounding you while blaring a megaphone, naturally breeds resentment and aversion. So, what should salespeople do in light of these revelations? The answer lies in fostering connections and a sense of belonging. By positioning themselves as part of the same tribe as their clients and building genuine trust, salespeople can bypass the pitfalls of cold calls and establish lasting, authentic relationships with potential customers. Leveraging LinkedIn for success. Enter Bob Sanders, a construction consultant ready to expand his network and attract more clients. With LinkedIn, a business-oriented platform boasting over 400 million members, Bob knows he's in the right place. He builds a profile featuring his experience, skills, and interests, and creates a page for his consultancy to showcase its services. As recruitment through LinkedIn gains popularity, Bob also knows he can find potential employees by posting job vacancies. But the true strength of LinkedIn lies in its B2B marketing capabilities, allowing users to connect with specific prospects and turn them into customers. By joining and participating in up to 50 LinkedIn groups, users such as Bob can engage with thousands of people sharing common interests or locations, whether centered around topics like behavioral economics or regional hubs like Berlin startups. Actively partaking in these groups enables Bob to follow local construction trends and build connections in the industry, laying groundwork for his consultancy's ongoing success. Master the art of networking. You've joined groups on LinkedIn and created connections. Now, it's time to level up by creating your own group. In forming a group, carefully select members that are relevant to your business, considering factors such as company size, location, and industry. Prepare a list of specific job titles you want to target. This will help when searching on LinkedIn. Narrow down your search results by specifying more detailed criteria, such as location or industry. Once you have a list of potential members, send personalized connection requests and follow up with casual messages. By addressing them by name, acknowledging their achievements, and sharing content of interest, you will stand out from the competition and build meaningful relationships in your network. Harness LinkedIn Group's potential. Instead of traditional marketing strategies like writing a book or speaking at conferences, leverage your LinkedIn group to enhance your industry standing. Construct an exclusive, well-curated group, focusing on C-level professionals and decision-makers to expand your influence. Share relevant and valuable content tailored to their interests to position yourself as a respected industry leader and boost your prospects of turning connections into clients. LinkedIn has revolutionized the way we network, and making the most of your LinkedIn group can be the game changer that takes you to new heights. Establishing a strong online presence through your group can position you at the forefront of your industry. Start by making your group exclusive. As the group owner, you possess the power to decide who can join. Target key decision-makers and C-level executives like CEOs, CFOs, and CTOs to create a prestigious group. Ensure equal footing for all members by listing C-level members from your company as group founders, alongside their titles. Invite up to a couple of thousand industry professionals, beginning with existing prospects and branching out to members of similar LinkedIn groups or followers from other social media platforms. This will aid in building a robust and engaged group membership. The key to cementing your leadership status in your industry lies in the content you share within your group. Offer valuable, relevant, and up-to-date information concerning your prospects' business interests, including industry trends, statistics, government regulations, and news from related industries. Fortunately, finding such content doesn't have to be time-consuming. Utilize a feed aggregator, like feedly.com, to gather noteworthy news from the most relevant websites in your industry. Mastering the art of LinkedIn group management can turn your contacts into clients and elevate your business success, all without the traditional time-consuming and expensive marketing initiatives. Harnessing webinar power. Webinars, or live online seminars, are increasingly becoming a powerful business development tool, as they enable businesses to connect with audiences regardless of location. By sharing valuable content that piques and maintains your audience's interest, your own credibility and your company's visibility are heightened. Furthermore, integrating relevant case studies and positive examples about your business helps create a lasting impression. With a well-crafted webinar, it's an opportune moment to showcase your company's expertise and even pitch your products or services, resulting in a win-win for both you and your audience. Supercharge your webinar success. Want to make your webinar a smash hit? Choose the optimal time and day, craft a captivating title, design an attractive landing page, and promote it effectively through LinkedIn. Successfully grabbing your audience's attention is crucial for an impactful webinar. Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays have proven to be popular days for webinars, with 10 to 11 a.m. Pacific Time being an ideal time zone for the U.S. audience. To pique people's interest, create an alluring title that shows its value, such as, generate 235 leads in 7 minutes using LinkedIn. Your landing page should be equally appealing, as it's the first point of contact after someone clicks the ad in your LinkedIn group. Consider using software like Lead Pages to create impressive landing pages, testing multiple versions to find the best one. Promotion is vital, and LinkedIn is an excellent platform to do so. Tell your network of promising LinkedIn connections about the webinar and maximize your response rate by sending personalized invitations. Additionally, in LinkedIn groups, you can send out informal announcements to all members. Adopt a conversational tone as if telling a friend about something they might enjoy. By combining strategic timing, an enticing title, a captivating landing page, and targeted promotion, you'll set yourself up for a fantastic webinar experience that engages people in your chosen topic. Mastering webinar follow-ups. A successful webinar doesn't end when it's over. It's crucial to leverage the momentum and turn participants into paying customers. While the usual approach of providing contact information and waiting for prospective clients to reach out might work, there's a more proactive and effective strategy. Start by making feedback phone calls and actively engaging your audience. Determine participants' level of interest in your product or service, hot, warm, or future prospects, and tailor your follow-up approach accordingly. Focus on the most eager prospects first, and don't hesitate to reach out to others via email to keep the conversation alive. The key to transforming your webinar viewers into paying customers doesn't rely on just presenting great content, it's about formulating a proactive post-webinar strategy. Instead of waiting for potential clients to contact you, take the initiative by making follow-up phone calls. Begin these conversations by asking for feedback on the webinar, and then segue into inquiring about whether the participant has been able to integrate any concepts discussed. This often paves the way for a sales conversation by revealing how well your product or service aligns with their needs. To effectively target your post-webinar approach, categorize participants into 3 tiers of approachability. The first tier consists of hot prospects, those who are highly interested and easy to convert into paying customers. Prioritize reaching out to this group first. Next, the second tier encompasses warm prospects, manifesting only a slight interest. The third tier includes individuals who currently may not be potential buyers, but could be in the future. Since these 2 groups exhibit less enthusiasm than hot prospects, it's more appropriate to communicate with them through emails, such as a webinar recap or a follow-up message. By adopting this proactive, tailored practice when ending your webinars, you'll significantly increase your chances of turning participants into valuable clients. So, don't leave sales on the table, refine your follow-up strategy and watch your community of clients grow. Master the art of sales calls. The secret to successful sales calls lies in forming connections and fostering trust with the people you're speaking to. Begin by engaging in small talk, which helps establish familiarity and comfort. In networking calls, let the prospect do most of the talking, but listen for their needs and problems. Once you've found common ground, introduce your product or service as a solution, inviting the prospect to learn more. When it comes to sales, making connections with potential customers can set you up for success. As you initiate contact, usually through phone calls, remember that people prefer doing business with those they trust and see as familiar. Therefore, taking the time to create a connection is crucial. Start by engaging in small talk. Before jumping into the details of your product or service, ask basic icebreaking questions and chat for a few minutes. This helps establish a sense of familiarity and can make your interaction feel more like a conversation between friends rather than a sales pitch. One critical type of call in sales is the networking call. Here, your prospect may not be immediately interested in purchasing your product or service, but they're open to learning more about your company. Start by asking about their business and finding common ground, such as shared acquaintances or experiences. Allow the prospect to lead the conversation, but remain an active listener who asks insightful questions. During networking calls, aim to identify your prospect's needs and problems. As they talk, pay attention to any opportunities where your product or service could help them. Make sure you don't grill them with questions, but gently guide the conversation to uncover valuable information. Once you've found common ground, tactfully bring your product or service into the conversation. Explain how your company has helped similar organizations tackle issues like the ones they've mentioned, and then invite your prospect to learn more about your offerings. By presenting your product as a solution to their problems, you increase your chances of piquing their interest and potentially making a sale.
Throughout this summary, you've learned to become a LinkedIn maestro, building connections, creating an exclusive group and hosting webinars. By mastering LinkedIn, you capitalize on the innate human affinity for familiarity, making your clients feel part of the same tribe as you. This newfound expertise is sure to give you the edge over your competition and ultimately lead to increased sales. So, say goodbye to cold calls and pointless marketing tactics, and say hello to LinkedIn's comprehensive networking abilities, helping you turn prospects into clients and fostering meaningful business relationships.